You know, I've said many times over, one of the greatest things about my job as a fishing show host is being able to go fish with a variety of people, whether it's industry experts, lure designers, manufacturers, merchants from Cabela's, whatever it may be, as well as touring pros. Each one of those folks I get a chance to go fish with have unique stories, abilities, and things that I can always learn from. And today's guest, Mark Daniels Jr., a gentleman who has found an interesting route to chase a dream of a lifetime.
You know, I was born and raised in California, Northern California. As a kid, my dad would take me out pretty much every weekend, and we'd fish for, back then, anything that bit. You know, we'd go to the tackle store and buy some power worms and some grass shrimp, and you know, we sit on the on the dock of the bay, kind of like the song goes, you know, or the piers. You know, it's just really been a dream of mine to fish full time ever since then. As I got a little older, I started fishing the Bass Federation at the age of 14. Fished my first tournament out of front of the boat at 16 years old on Lake Sonoma in Northern California, and man, it's just been pumping through my veins ever since. Long story short, you know, fast forward to 2013, I was fortunate enough to win the TBF National Championship.
This limit today worth 19 pounds. Your champion, Mark Daniels Jr.
And really, that was a life-changing experience for me. I had an opportunity to come out, compete with the guys on the FLW tour. They paid for my travel expenses, they paid my entry fees, they gave me a boat, they gave me a truck. It was one of those deals is pretty much all I had to do was show up and fish. But for me, you know, it wasn't quite that easy because I had a career at home as an ag biologist for 6 years, and I had to make a decision. Ultimately, it wasn't that tough of a decision because I knew what I wanted to do in my heart, you know, and so I quit my job. I came out on the FLW tour in 2014, and that kind of begun my professional career.
I happened to be over in East Texas, you know, kind of making my way to Kentucky, and he was over on Toledo Bend practicing for an upcoming tournament. So once we kind of found out we were in the same area and we had a free, you know, basically half a day, 3/4 a day, we said, hey, let's just meet. So we chose to go to Castle Boykins Park on the upper ends of Sam Rayburn. When we got there, the weather forecast was just kind of dark, dismal, windy, nasty. The forecast was not good. It was one of those days we're gonna have to put the Cabela's guide wear on and just find a protected area to go fish. Well, years ago, I had really become familiar with the deer stand area of Rayburn. It's an area that I not only fished a lot of tournaments in, I just like to fish. And I also knew we could get in there and it would be protected. And I felt like with the warming trend, there should be a billion bass in there. We just had to figure them out. Little bitty guy, he had been there the whole time.
Nice, nice. On the board, wait.
Yeah, not a giant, but like I said, every bite counts in my book. Future Rayburn 9-pounder.
That's right. Anytime you're fishing these lakes, even if you're familiar with them, you know, it's always amazing how immediately you want to fish history. You know, I've caught them in this area before, doing this, doing that, but it's always amazing how more times than not you're going to end up catching them on something new, trying something new, and learning as you go. And that's one of the things I really enjoy about bass fishing, is because it's really never the same. Sure, we have baits and techniques that we have had success with. Every time you hit the water, it's a new experience, it's a new challenge, it's another victory, and you learn something. You never stop learning.
Fish on. Chatterbaiter.
Hey, little sucker. Yeah, he crushed that thing too.
I like it when they crush it, because those are the ones that hook themselves for.
They hook themselves real good.
I like that when they do that.
He got himself some. Little buck bass, a little red in his eyes. Where's your girlfriend at, buddy?
He said she left yesterday. I don't know. She went on a boat ride. Some guy stopped in here at a tournament and took her on a ride. I'm waiting for her to get back. You know, if you follow Mark on social media and you look at his posts, he's always grinning, he's always having fun. And when you talk to him, the guy will talk fishing with anybody. I mean, he'd probably walk up to the lady at a burger shop that's never fished in her life and ask her, you know, what color, you know, soft plastic do you need to be throwing in this lake? I mean, he's just that kind of guy, that excitable about fishing. So, you know, as we kind of ease down along a lot of the banks here and we're catching a few here, and, you know, I'm kind of dabbing a soft plastic jerk bait and he's kind of mixing it up with a popping frog. And I mean, we're just trying to get bit.
There you go, Wade. There we go.
On him a little bit. Boy, I had to let that sit a long time. And they let it sit in front of one of those big females. It's that magical time when they're all moving up, 60 plus degrees.
Oh, pretty fish over here.